my first question is from Linda. Let me change over my formats here. And she says, why was there a battle over the body of Moses? So for people that don't know,
Right.
There's this weird exchange that looks like angels were fighting over Moses' body. What insight could you give to Linda, or maybe for the people that have never heard of this before?
Right, and the passage that Linda's referring to is out of the book of Jude, and it's verse 8 and 9. It says, likewise also these dreamers defile the flesh, reject authority, and speak evil of dignitaries. Yet Michael the archangel, in contending with the devil when he disputed about the body of Moses, dared not bring against him a reviling accusation, but said, the Lord rebuke you. And Linda, I have nothing for you. I have no idea what that's about. There's all kinds of speculation that people can come up with, but the Bible just doesn't say. We know that when Moses died, God took him up onto the top of Mount Nebo, and when he died, God buried him, and so there was a certain specific place that God put Moses, and that's the last that we hear of Moses while he was still here on the earth. Some of the conjecture may have to do with the idea that Satan wanted to use Moses' body to somehow stumble the people of Israel. You know how people can be as far as hero worship and that kind of stuff. One of the things that you have in in early church history is a whole thing with relics. And generally, when we think of relics, we think of just something that's old. But relics originally were the leftover bones of people who'd been martyred for Christ. And so a pastor or somebody in the church who was famous would give their life for Jesus. And many times what they did was they buried them under basically the platform. And so many times you have people who've been buried underneath the platform at churches, and what they would do in the early centuries is they would take parts, like they might take a hand or a thumb or an arm bone or something like that, and take it and bury it under another church, thinking that these relics, these leftover parts of these people, would give some kind of spiritual power to the church. And so some people have conjectured that what Satan wanted to do was put a stumbling block in front of Israel with the body of Moses. But again, the Bible just doesn't say. And so this is just used as an example of Michael the archangel having not honoring Satan, but having a respect for Satan, in the sense that he didn't rail against him when they were having this argument. And so, sorry, that's all I can give you.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird one.
Yeah.